Hey everyone, Alvaro Cortez Jr., aka Lance Danger here, and I just wanted to do a quick video or something that I've been wanting to do for a couple of years now, and I finally got off my ass to do it. As many of you have probably seen through my vlog everyday challenges throughout the years, I am a big Miami Heat fan. I've been a Miami Heat fan since I was a kid. Ever since Alonzo Mourning joined the Miami Heat, I was like, Pat Riley leaving the Knicks for the Heat. I kind of like followed Pat Riley to Miami because I was a big Knicks fan growing up. Not so much after Pat Riley left, to be honest. And of course, when he went to Miami and then all of a sudden, like, he grabbed Alonzo Mourning from the Charlotte Hornets, I was like, I'm kind of liking what he's building there. It's almost like a Knicks 2.0 in a sense back then. But, cool. I was loving the Heat culture even back then. Tim Hardaway, Dan Marley, Atkins. There were like some great players there. Caron Butler. PJ Brown, Chris Gatlin, like a whole lot of great players that went by through Miami. Gigi saying hello to me. So in a nutshell, I am a big Heat fan since the mid-90s when that whole transition happened of Pat Riley jumping from New York to Miami, and of course, like I said, Alonzo Mourning, Tim Hardaway, Dan Marley, that whole crew that went to form that team there. And I just love their grit and their fight and their passion, especially in the playoffs. Like, unfortunately, they were in the same era of like that Michael Jordan's Bulls team. So like nobody in the East really had a chance. And then, of course, after Jordan retired, Miami's such a great team and such a frustrating team as well. They had such a great chance after Jordan retired, even the second time that he retired. Of course, we all know the historic collapse they had against the Knicks when the Mets. I said historic collapse, and I just happened to mention the Mets, of course. When the Heat were number 1 and the Knicks knocked them out as the number 8 seed, I saw that series in real time, and I felt that pain in real time. But enough about the past. Now that you got the context and my Heat cred out there, 10 games into the 2025-2026 season, everyone was writing Miami off. It was going to be the first full season without Jimmy Butler, the whole drama surrounding that. And then there's the whole drama surrounding this guy that I'm blanking out on his name, was part of that whole betting scandal. And Charlotte apparently knew when they traded him to Miami last season or whatnot. And there's just a lot of controversy. Rumors swirling around that Bam Adebayo might not be there anymore. Miami lost Duncan Robinson over the summer. So this Jamie Jaskis Jr. Had a very mild sophomore season, very disappointing actually. Andrew Wiggins was kind of still adapting to the Miami style of play and whatnot. It was a mess, is what I'm saying. So I don't necessarily blame anyone that was kind of writing off Miami, especially since there's always the big rumors that a big player is gonna be playing for them. Last year was Dame Lillard. Apparently a deal was about to be struck, but then Portland traded him off to Milwaukee instead. And, as these things happen, Joel Embiid is always been rumored to be going there. it looks like his peak is already gone. It looks like he's gone as far as he can go with those knees that he has right now, unfortunately. Didn't end up in Miami. I don't know how his career is going to turn out after this. It's a shame, really. Like, they were like 1 second away from the finals a few years ago until, the Claw finished them off. Kawhi Leonard, such a classic game against Toronto. Miles Turner, which is not like a superstar, but a much needed big guy for Miami, rumored for years to go from Indiana to Miami, ended up going to Milwaukee this offseason, oddly enough. So yeah, like every big name attached to Miami and that has apparently wanted to go to Miami never actually get to play for Miami. And of course, like I said, Jimmy Butler, very messy, ugly divorce from the Heat, now with the Warriors, settling for being the Robin. And this is something that I was always afraid of, to be honest. I mentioned it before, like in my vlogs, I think, and on my social media, that Jimmy Butler is a player that I was always afraid of being with Miami because of the way he left Chicago, the way he left Philadelphia, the way he left Minnesota. It's never been pretty. He has a bit of a problem, so to speak. Though with Philadelphia, I guess I kind of understand to an extent. Of course, the infamous Tobias Harris over me. Shouting from a couple of years back. He is a great player, no doubt about it. Like, he's the kind of player that any team would be lucky to have, but it's just the way he approaches things is just less than desirable. And again, like, fine, like he got in over his feelings when Pat Riley told him to shut up and play when Miami was facing Boston a couple of seasons back in the playoffs, and Jimmy was injured and didn't play that series. After the series, he was like going off like, "Oh, well, Miami would have beat Boston if I was playing." And Pat Riley just basically said, "Just shut up and play." Like prove it on the court. That's what kind of like formed the crack. It was ugly ever since then. And, usually I don't mind when a player leaves after a grievance or whatever, but Jimmy Butler's case is that he's actually kind of like kept on talking even after being in Golden State, which is like such a dream workplace environment to be in. And it's like, dude, like, everyone's moved on. Why do you keep throwing shade at Miami? Like, Miami, like, helped you reach 2 finals. It's like, get over yourself, man. Like, you want to be the Robin now? Okay, be the Robin. Be in Steph Curry's shadow. See if you can be like the next KD and win a championship off of Steph Curry's back. Too bad you don't have Klay Thompson in his peak anymore to help you out down there. Like, how's it going in Golden State, truly? Golden State and Miami pretty much have the same record, if I'm not mistaken. Which is why I wanted to, like, talk about also, like, first 10 games. Miami didn't win a single preseason game. They went 0-5, I believe. Everyone wrote them off from the start, and deservedly so. Tyler Hero, leading scorer, had surgery off season. He should be back in like a week or two, so he's missed a good portion of the opening season. Nobody gave them a ghost of a chance, and right now they're sitting in 5th place in the East and 6-4, which is what I honestly think that's a lot better than I gave them credit for. I was thinking like they would be like not necessarily at the bottom of the league, but I was putting them like somewhere around maybe 10-8, basically play in position to start the season, and hopefully they would be able to scrap out enough wins to actually, at the very least, have a competitive season and participate at the least in the play-in. But they have been cooking, man. I did not expect this resiliency from this Miami Heat team. Nate Powell, thank you Clippers for trading Nate Powell to Miami. He's been balling. He's a certified baller in Miami. Not that he wasn't before, but now that he's more of the first option right now, second option, he's just been playing outstanding. He's actually has the record now of most Miami Heat points through their first 5 games as a Miami Heat, which is incredible, to think of, comparing other players that has played for Miami, like LeBron James, Jimmy Butler himself, Dwayne Wade, Alonzo Mourning, who I mentioned before. Like, that is an impressive feat, and hopefully he'll keep this momentum going. I know he's going through some injuries as well. He's playing through some stuff. Hopefully nothing too bad and nothing that'll nag on throughout the season, like with Jimmy Butler the last 3 years in Miami. Andrew Wiggins has been playing very solid. He's basically playing how Jimmy Butler would kind of play in Miami. Like, scoring wise, Butler will probably still always have the edge over an Andrew Wiggins, but defensively, as a two-way player, he's been spot on. He's actually has better averages on defense than Jimmy Butler right now throughout these first 10 games, which is outstanding. That's more than you can ask out of Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins, of course, championship caliber player, the player that came to Miami from Golden State in that trade with Jimmy Butler. I think it was a pretty good trade for both teams in that sense. Like, Andrew was kind of struggling in Golden State, kind of lost in the void. Here he's more of an option as well. Kind of like with Nate Powell, he's more of one of the first options to go to. So he's doing well. Jamie Jaskis Jr., welcome back. Welcome back, my man. You are a dog this year. You are killing it. Like, he's playing with an energy that I haven't seen since his rookie season, and that is just exciting to see. He's shooting the lights out. He's posterizing people, snatching some ankles along the way. That's very exciting to see. Like, I was so happy to see him with that pep in his step again in these games. And of course, Bam Adebayo, unfortunately injured again, but he was off to a solid start as well. Overall, Miami's just been playing very cohesively, and you have to give him credit with all the off-court drama, all the chemistry issues, all the distractions, like Coach Spo's house literally burning down. Like, my God, how do you actually go back to coach a game after something like that happened? Fortunately, no one was injured. It was mostly just monetary loss in that sense. So thankfully, everything could come out as well as something could come out in a situation like that. So, despite of all the distractions, all the drama, Nikola Jovic, or Volvic, I always get his last name messed up because of Denver, the Joker, of course. He's been playing well. The player that, again, I'm blanking out on their name, but the player that came from Detroit in that trade for Duncan Robinson has been shooting the ball really well. Apparently, he's been having a career year so far. And again, this is just the first 10 games. Nothing to get too excited about yet. Of course, the season is literally just beginning, but I am really liking what I'm seeing so far from this Heat team. They could have easily just rolled over and said, this is screwed up. You know, we've lost our best players. We're in a pretty competitive East. Not as competitive as other seasons, but a lot of teams did get better in the off season. On the other hand, there are teams like Indiana and Boston, unfortunately, dealing with terrible injuries to their star players. You know, speedy recovery to Halliburton and Tatum, of course. As much as I rag on those guys, you would never want to see anyone get injured the way they did. And hopefully they'll be back, and I'll be screaming at their teams respectively in no time. But yeah, great start to the season for Miami. Hopefully they continue this momentum. Hopefully when Adebayo comes back, hopefully when Tyler Hero comes back as well, and it's like the full team. Hopefully the chemistry won't get too messed up and everyone kind of falls into place and they carry this momentum, hopefully for another deep playoff run. The last time that they had this good of a start actually was when they went to the finals as well. So again, not that I'm going to like be now, well, Miami's going to make it to the finals now. You know, if anything that I've learned, especially with the Mets this season, is to not get too enamored with how it starts the season. You know, when it really counts, it's when it ends. So, and hopefully Miami will continue this momentum until the end. If not, you'll keep hearing me just doing Coke videos every 10 games or so about the Heat. Anyway, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for indulging in this little Miami Heat stuff. And I'll catch you all later.